Okay, we are here. We are live with some more Pokemon Scarlet. Has been a bit since we got into Scarlet, like 2 weeks. But the next wave of the shiny Pokemon, the shiny Outbreaks, are live for ground types as well as the Tinglu 5-star Terror raids. So we currently have, what is it? Wooper, Paldean Wooper in Paldea, Mudbray and Kitakami, and Brilber in Blueberry Academy. So we're gonna need to catch 6 shinies in total, 3 for me, or the full line for... No, we need 12, I'm stupid. So that, the full lines for both me and for my girlfriend. So, yeah, we'll get to that in a moment. I think I'm gonna hold off for a sec on doing that, though, because I have quite a few... I have... My box is, like, very crammed right now in terms of shinies. And I need to nickname some of them. Some of them I have picked out names. Like, we've gone through it on stream. I've gone through and then I've narrowed some down off stream. Or while doing, I think, a little Legends Arceus, I did a little bit and a little in Radical Red. But I need to actually lock things in because we have, like, no space. So I'm going to spend a few minutes at the start here, 20 minutes, half hour, trying to knock out a few more names. And then, you know, I don't need to necessarily get everything nicknamed, I just need to get enough nicknamed that it makes my life easier. So, yeah, we'll do a few of these, and I figure it's easier to do Chanpao than Tinglu, just because Chanpao's a lot more fragile. Yeah, like, this is our box situation right now, so... I'm just gonna try to knock a few out, and then I did pick a few things off stream. Some for me, some for my girlfriend. I guess I'm gonna go in order for the most part here. So Fanfy, I'm locking in Wumbly because or it's gonna be a Dawn fan because we have Wimbly as our normal shiny Fanfy. The 2 more Picos, I'm naming Jekyll and Hyde. I'm naming the Plusle and Mayan, Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. And then the last one I'm debating between Ketcha and Ketcha Tiger. That one's not super important either or, they're very similar. The first one of actual note where I need some help. Or not help, but I need some time to actually think about would be the Pawmi line. So we currently do have a okay, I'm getting really unlucky. We do currently have a shiny Pawmi. Named Teens and Mouse, and that's kind of been making me want to do something similar. So I've sort of narrowed down, so I think for Pawmot I'm leaning between Punchy Mouse and Punchin' Mouse, they're very similar. And then in general I have, are you kidding me? Teeny Mouse and Teensy Mouse. Then I also have Meese and Moose, which were in a similar boat. Then I just had some silly names like Breadcrumb Breadstick, Lil Booper, Snoozebert, Teeny Weeny Fluffball, and Huggies. And I'm not sure how exactly I want to approach it. It is sort of an awkward spot. I think I'm mainly leaning toward the mouse bit. It's just sort of a matter of getting everything correct. Herring's probably a bad call here. I just don't know if I'm actually gonna go down. Nah, with the life do, we're probably okay. If we go down after the shield goes down, it's not as big of a deal. As long as we don't get really unlucky. I think I'm leaning Punchy Mouse. I don't know actually what I'm leaning. This one's been causing me trouble. I mean, a lot of the things I have left have been causing me trouble, to be honest. I don't think I want to do Huggies or Teeny Weeny. I do kind of like Breadcrumb Breadstick if I want to do something with that to minimize the mouse stick. Although, yeah, I do leave, what, like Punchy Mouse. I think Moose for Pomo I kind of like, and then if I did... Although Moose and Meese for the two Pommies works better. I don't know. Okay, we'll move on for now. Yeah, I don't want to spend too much time doing this. Because, as I said, we don't need to get rid of everything. We don't need to get everything sorted out, just a chunk of them to actually have room in our boxes. Pachirisu, I was kind of all over the place. I had Patchy, which is a very lazy name, but it was kind of cute. Then I had Tiramisu, Bubblegum, Mocktail, and Pomegranate. Yeah, this is another one that's really been throwing me off. Because Patchy is lazy but cute. Tiramisu I like because it sounds like Pachirisu, kind of, it ends in the ISU. And the other three, Bubblegum, Mocktail, and Pomegranate, all kind of just give little cute names for it. Because, like, I like Tiramisu, and that's what I was initially leaning toward, but Tiramisu, just like I want to do something with the pink almost. It feels weird to pick, like, I guess normally, like brown and white dessert. I don't know, chocolate frosting, custard kind of dessert, I think is what it is, if I'm not mistaken. I could be kind of wrong on that, to be honest, but it's not really associated with the color pink, is my main point. Oh, Hermistica. Nice. I don't know. Let me do a quick bag check here. How are we on stuff? Okay, we should probably use some EXPLs real quick. Just to make some space. I think everything here is... Everything relevant here is level 100. Actually, no, you're not level 100 yet. Hold on. Tried to escape from me. No Dragon Rush. Flying's not great. But neither is Flamethrower. So. Road Chop is good. Yeah, keep Dragon Dance. Cool. Okay, let's do a reset. Ah! What am I doing? Ah! Oh, and another thing I didn't mention that I'll worry about in a moment is, the Ting-Lu, not Ting-Lu, sorry, Wo-Chien Shiny is available to claim now. So we'll do that in a bit, once we sort everything else out here. Wait, did I go into the map? Did that work, or am I crazy? It did actually work. Did it? It did! I thought it would be in the map. Maybe not. I think it's just easier in the map because you see it update. Because it doesn't, like, 100% of the time work. It works, like, I don't know, 85% of the time or something. Somehow I got stuck in it. That is odd, but okay. Sure. Alright, we'll just skip over Pachirisu for a moment. Dedenne, I had King DDD, Powerline, and Barbecue. I think I'm debating between King DDD and Barbecue. Although I don't really know which. Frigibax. I really like the name Freginald Bax. I don't know why. It's stupid. I can't even get a space in there. Like, it wanted to be, like, a name. Like, its first name is Freginald, his last name is Bax. I had, like, the shortened Fregibax, but I think that's a little too similar. I think Freginald's funnier. For Arctibax, I had Dougal and Flapjack, which I kind of like. And then for Baxcalibur, I had Thermostat, Double Decker, Meltdown. The problem with these is a lot of them, like... I like a lot of the names, but none of them, like, really call out to me. So... That's where things get tricky. I guess I didn't write down the names for the... Mainly just Arctibax, but also Frigibax. Maybe I should check that and come back. Although, I don't know, I could pick up the Excalibur. Thermostat, Double Decker, Meltdown. I might get rid of Double Decker. Alright, we have a regular Shiny Geodude, which I had Basketball, Grenade, Pebble Guy, and Pebble Dude. I think if I'm going to do it, I don't know, I go back and forth between Pebble Guy and Pebble Dude. I honestly lean toward that the most. It's such a terrible name, and I think I did that one off stream, but it's so funny to me. Because I have a very shallow sense of humor. Pebble Guy, Pebble Dude, I don't know, one or the other. Once again, those are at least very similar. And then there's the Alolan Geodude, which I did lock in the name. Okay, well, so first off, we caught a regular Alolan Geodude and we named it Grungle. So I want to name this one Grungy, and then when I get an Alolan Golem, or if I get one, I'll name it Grungus. I wrote that down in my list. So, I don't know, it's a silly little theme. For the two snow runs, I want to lock in Snort and Snurt. Or Snort and Snurt. Just sort of two little shorthands I use for snow runs sometimes. It's like a cutesy name. I don't know. I like them. They're silly. The only other thing I had that I kind of liked was Bingus and Bungus, but... I don't know. Snort. Or Snort? Snort? And Snurt? I don't know. Snurt? Snurt? The ends are throwing me off. The second end, there should be one there. If I could do Snort. I don't know. Or Snort. I don't even know. Okay. I'm doubting myself on this one now. And then Glalie, I was debating between Mighty Orb and Sobriety. I like calling it Sobriety because it looks like it's high. I think that's just funny. And Mighty Orb is just a goofy name. I lean Sobriety. But Mighty Orb is funny. Got a lurk. Okay, sounds good. Frostlass has been one of the ones that's really been giving me trouble. Where, like, I'm just not happy with any of the names that I've come up with. I had Maiden, Therapist, Sprinkle, Strudel, Tiddlestick, and Shampoo. And that was after I, like, basically removed a shitload and added more. None of these really call out to me. If I had to pick... I think I'm gonna get rid of Tiddlestick and Therapist for now. Have fun, thank you, thank you! Just to get rid of something. Oh yeah, Petalil's also been a trickier one as well. We have two Petalils, one is the Sleepy, and then we have Lilligant and Hisui and Lilligant. So yeah, I had a couple. Actually, wait, I'm getting that good there. I had Eepee, I had Bulby and Bulbous, I had Friend-Shaped, I had Naptime and Nappy. Bulby and Bulbous are pretty good. I also do like Eepee and Friend-Shaped. I don't know why I like Friend-Shaped for it so much. It's a tough life out here trying to come up with nicknames. I make this way too hard on myself. Let's... Where is it? It's out of the way. But yeah, so, and then regular Lilligan, I had Dancing Queen, Fairy Tale, Floret, and Blossom, and then Hisuian Lilligan, I had Skates, Allegory, and Floral. So, I mean, like, some of it was... I mean, for some reason, I really like the name Skates for Hisuian Lilligan. I mean, it's, like, just sort of, like, a basic description of it, but... I kind of like it, but I like the, like, Fairy Tale and Allegory as a combo, or, like, Floret and Floral as a combo. I think Blossom's kind of the odd one out here, if I'm being honest. I might just remove that one. I mean, I might just have to go screw any connection. I don't know. Alright. There was Hatena, which I've gone through a lot, and I went through a bunch of colors and stuff. And then I ended up just setting on EEPS. E-E-P-S. I don't know why, it looks cute to me. Capsicum, we had a Scoville named Scorch. I was debating between Combust and Matchstick. Combust is actually probably a better pick, now that I think about it, because Scorch is the S for, Scoville and start, while Combust is a C start, and they both kind of have a similar meaning over Matchstick. I also like the name Spinach for it, but didn't pick it. Because it didn't thematically work. Not that it has to, but that's how I be. Then we have the Oddish line, which has also been a bit odd. No pun intended. Yeah, for Oddish, I had Odium, Wanderous, and Oddity, although, I don't know. Gloom, I kind of like. I had Glump, and Glorbert, which then led me... So this is a very specific thing that no one is going to get. So basically, I used to play Minecraft PvP a lot. I think it was a follow on a server called the Overcast Network. And so there was a very... I mean, this was like high school age, like, what, 10 years ago? And there was like a forum that I was pretty active on. Like, that was kind of my social media experience at the time. Because I didn't use, Twitter and Instagram or anything like that, Facebook. But so there was this one guy who was, I don't know if he was, I think he was a non-native English speaker, but he was just kind of an oddball in, like, the funniest way, where, so the first thing that, like, there's two posts that come to mind with him. The first was a post where he congratulated the team, I think it was Impact, for winning a tournament. That was the third place match. That was not the finale of the tournament. He made a post and then everyone memed on it for like literal years on the forums, where every time a tournament ended, everyone would say congratulations Impact. And it was a very, like, people on the thread just like went with it. Even though everyone else knew that they did not win the tournament, they got third. But the second one that this reminds me of is there was a post I'm assuming the person made, where it was like, basically along the lines of like, do people say GG after games that are very one-sided to be toxic? Which is funny that is still like kind of a relevant thought, but he's like, are people doing it to be toxic or whatever? And so another person went on a giant like tangent about how yes, that's actually an insult. It does not stand for like good game. It stands for get glumped, and it's an insult, and it's being used to insult you for being bad because you got glumped on. At least I'm like 95% sure that's what it was. I mean, it wasn't a real word. It was something like glumped or glump or something. So I could be misremembering slightly, but that was a very funny post that just like stuck in my head. It was just referring to GG as get glumped. So there's my two weird specific childhood forum memories. Probably should tell I don't think I've told my girlfriend these stories. Unfortunately too, because it's so old, like I don't even think there's a way to get screenshots because the forums are no longer a thing. And I doubt at the time I had the hindsight to take a bunch of screenshots of forum stuff. That would have been in high school when this was happening. But yeah, so I kind of want to name it Get Glumped, or Glump, or... Well, Glorbird is just in a similar vein, I just thought it was goofy. But I probably want, for like my own personal nostalgic reasons, calling it Get Glumped is just very funny to me. And then we have Vileplume. Actually, I'm just gonna remove Glorbird. I have to go with that theming. But so this one, Blossom and Vileplume were a bit tricky. I had some kind of combos going, where I do like Vileplume being Moonlight and Blossom being Sunshine. I feel like those go kind of well together. I also had Plant of Action and Flower Power. I don't know, I do like Plant of Action, like Plant of Action. For some reason, it's just goofy. Ooh, we heard Mysticus. That makes up for last time. It is funny to me. But I guess there's not really a huge need for it. Or it's not anything like crazy. I also had then Twiddle and Botanical, as well as Fluppy, Flora, Tropical. Sometimes it's good to like talk them out loud, the names, and my thought process behind them. Because then I realized just how quickly attached I was to at least Glump, or to Get Glumped, either or. It brought back, I don't know, it brought me back to like a happy place. I'm gonna get rid of, yeah, I think... I don't think I'm doing Tropic or Tropical. Those I'm pretty confident on. I mean, Flora and Fluppy are kind of cute names, but I think Fluppy probably will work better on somebody else. I don't know who, I don't have anyone in mind. But I think it's a cute little goofy name. Whoop! Wrong guy. I've made a grave error. But yeah, I'm gonna go to Tropic and Tropical. I think Flora and Botanical I'm gonna get rid of. I'll keep Twiddle and Fluppy for the moment. I'm really leaning toward Moonlight and Sunshine. I'll keep the Plant of Action and Flower Power. And then finally was a Cubchoo that's going to get turned into a Beartic. I have two Cubchoos, one named Uppies and one named Choo Choo. And so this one I was like, so I was kind of going back and forth. So I have like Snowball, Boopnose, and Boopy Snoopy as like the silly names. And then I have Knockout, Autopsy, and Catching Z's in reference to it being a polar bear and those things being incredibly brutal. And I don't know which way I want to go. This one's tough because I like all of the names. Some of them, yeah, some of the ones where I have a lot of options are because I don't know what I want. This is very much a case of, or I'm not happy with anything. This one is very much a case of I like them all and don't know what to do. I mean, I think Boopy Snoopy is better than Boopnose. I think I can remove Boopnose. That sounds so goofy saying out loud. I think Knockout and Catching Z's are a little funnier to me than Autopsy. Although Autopsy's so good because of the implication that you just fucking die if you encounter it. I don't know. And then there was the Komodo 7-star, which we've been naming after like various burgers. So I'm naming this one BBQ Rodeo. I kind of went through a lot of them. I like Big Yum Burger, Jumbo Jack, Big Buford, Cheese Champ, and Smoke Shack, but I think BBQ Rodeo for some reason feels right to me. Especially with it ending in the O. It's just kind of funny how that works out. I'm gonna ignore the Shield Duraludon. I haven't even bothered with that. And then there's the shinies for my girlfriend, which she has helped me with pretty much all of these. So yeah, Morpeko, we had Strawnana, we had Souffle for Dedenne, we had Crinkle for Pachirisu. For Plus One Minor, we had Teal-D and Tweedledum. Pawmi, we added... So, we had, for Pawmo, we had Goo, and then for Pawma, we had Gabagool. And then she came up with, after I sort of went through it, because originally she had given me Mochi, but then we changed our mind, or I was like, we should do something a little different. And she came up with Goobidoo. So I think we'll go with that, Goobidoo, unless I go with a slight tweak to it. But the general idea is there to sort of theme it. And then for the Frigibax line, I think we're keeping what she suggested of Ingy, Bingy, and then Bung. Bung in all caps. Snorunt was a little interesting. Initially, the name Shrek recommended she gave for... Okay, so initially she gave a couple options. So she gave like Milady for Glalie and Fedora Tip for Frostlass. But I think initially she gave the name Shark in all caps. And I was like, I'm not naming it Shark. And after sitting on it, no, that is like a perfect name for Glalie. Hopefully it lets me do that. If not, we'll go from there. And then to kind of do something in a similar line, she came up with Toot, T-O-O-T for Snorunt. Because initially she had Little Caesar, and I'm like, I didn't care for it. I'd also come up with Bingus and Bungus, which I might actually steal for my Snowrunts if I change my mind here. So Toot is probably what we're going with there. I may as well move Bingus and Bungus to my guys. Because it's just sort of silly. Yeah, okay. And then for Frostlaugh, she's like, well, we could do Queef because it's similar, and I'm like, I don't want to name it that. So I'm like, I feel like because Glalie is so like, kind of vibe. Well, Frostlaugh is much more like stoic and elegant. So she put Lady in front of it, so now we have Lady Queef. Not sure if it's gonna let that happen. So we might be tweaking the Lady and Fedora Tip or something weird. We'll see. We'll see what works there. But I'm generally happy with it otherwise. And then Cubchoo, initially I was against it, but I just went Bless Me for Cubchoo and Impress Me for Beartick because of a Drake song that we like to make fun of. The Petalil situation, originally she had Lil Jon, Usher, and Ludacris. And then she changed it to, I was like, I feel like we could do something better for that. And then she changed it to like French words after some very specific random website where it's just three guys saying French word. It's weird. I don't know. I don't get it. Not for me. So that one's the only one where I'm like, I think we need to come up with something on our own. And I've got nothing at the moment. So that might get put on hold. For Capsicid and Scoville, we were keeping Hit Show and Nutshack because it's funny. And then lastly was the Oddish line, which we didn't have anything for when she initially did this. I mean, she kind of came up with initially... Funny enough, by sheer chance, she gave me Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo, which is what I was already using for Plusle in mine, and I'm like, sorry, ain't happening, Chief. I stole that one already. So, there's that. And then, well, I was like, there was the funny gag that she likes to quote from when I was playing Let's Go Pikachu, where I was like reacting to Gloom and I went like, icky, nasty, smelly, like it was, I'm not doing it without any of the weird horniness, but it was just a joke. I can't like recreate it. It just kind of happened. So I was like, well, we could name like Gloom like nasty, smelly or something like that. But then she initially was like, I want to name it one icky, one nasty, one smelly, one like or whatever. And I'm like, okay, no, I don't want to name Oddish icky. It's too baby. It's too silly. So then we came up with Icky Nasty for Gloom, Smelly for Vileplume, and then we were like, okay, we'll do the opposite kinda, which turned into Sweet Arg for Velocity and Nice Moral for Oddish by going through antonyms. So I don't know what's happening with those either. I might hold off a little bit more, see if I can think of a way to do the bit better. I mean, I could quickly just go to synonyms.com and see if anything comes up that I like more. Like if we do, I think we're just not getting that many antonyms in general. Um... I mean, I could do, instead of Sweet Arg, it could be like Fresh Arg. I mean, I'm kind of making tweaks here. I was like, I don't know. So that one's weird. Let me do one more quick run through here and just lock in whatever I'm confident with, and then we'll kind of just make it work. And that should at least clear up enough space. Because yeah, I've been doing this for about a half hour now. And I gotta have some time to go for shinies today. I'm not sure if we're gonna have the chance to get everything today. Probably not. But if we can at least get most of them, that'd be pretty nice. And then at some point we'll at least fight Tinglu like once or twice. I do actually think I need ground Terra Shards, funny enough, so it might be worth trying to do multiple times. I just don't know what to use versus it. Anyway, okay. So the last puzzle, do I want to do Ketcha or Ketcha Tiger? Ketcha Tiger makes the bit work better, but Ketcha I think is a better name. I also had Tiger just in general at one point, but I opted away from that. Yeah, I really don't know what I'd prefer to do. Okay, we're just gonna move on. Back to the Pawmot line. Yeah, Punchy Mouse, Punch and Mouse. Teeny Mouse, Teensy Mouse. Beast Moves. I don't know what I want to do with these guys either. Like, I think I prefer the name Moose almost for Pawmo for some reason. But then we do what we do, Teensin Mouse and Teensy Mouse, maybe. And then Meese. I guess I do like Meese being the small one, Moose being the big one. We do Teensin Mouse, Teeny Mouse, Punchy Mouse. Or Punchin' Mouse. Maybe we do Punchin' Mouse then, so we don't have the same, like, ending. I think that's just the easiest. Let's just take the easy route, I think. Right? Yeah, let's just do it. I'm doubting myself, which means I just need to send it and get over myself. Okay. Okay, Teeny Mouse, Punchin' Mouse. Meese, Moose, Teeny Mouse, Punchin' Mouse. Cool. And Meese and Moose will kind of just be separate from the living decks. Pachirisu, yeah, I had Patchy, Tiramisu, Bubblegum, Mocktail, Pomegranate. Yeah, this one I like all of them. I just keep going all over. Like, each time I read it, I pick a different one that I like as the most. I don't know. Oh boy. Oh, 2 more Herman Mysticas. Nice. Okay, let's just start naming stuff now. I'll go from there. We'll also probably do a few Evos here. Let's go over here real quick. Yeah, I gotta figure out where I'm evolving what. And I also gotta kind of quickly figure out how this organization is. I keep hitting the wrong button because we've been doing Legends Arceus as well. Okay. I think most of Bridget's shinies are in the same spot. I think those should be Bridget's. These should generally be mine. These are all mine too, right? I think these 4 are Bridget's. Plus we have a few random guys that need to evolve. And then there's a few titled guys that are all... It's kind of a mess over here, but I had to let it happen a little bit because of where I was space-wise. These should all be Bridget's then. Okay, let's start with Bridget's for the most part. Okay, so she wanted Plusle to be Tweedledee. And then she wanted Minun to be Tweedledum. Tweedledee. Tweedledum. Okay. We could do Palmy. Let me do a quick check here. Based off size and ball. Oop, which one's getting what? Okay. And it didn't matter what Plusle and Minun, obviously, but these guys it kind of does. A little bit bigger. Tweedledee and Tweedledum just looked over and saw, nah! My girlfriend's picks for her shinies. Let's say bigger. Okay, I'm gonna flip these. That one. So it should be smallest here. A bit smaller. A little bit bigger. And would say bigger. Okay, let's do that. Because then our, just to be safe, Palmy. So this should be a good size bigger. I'm not in the right menu. Talented gamer me. Cool. Ah. Name these guys. Back down real quick. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna name these two first. So we have Gibby Goo. Because I kind of didn't fully lock in on the first Palmy. Gibby Goo, and give me all caps. Gabba Ghoul. What do I want to do for this one? So Shiro Gobi Doo or Gooby Doo. There are. Wait, 1, 2. Okay, so I don't have to worry about. They're not all 9 letters. I could do Gobido. Gobido, Gobido, Gobido. Goobidoo. Gobido, Goobidoo. Hang on, I'll send her a message real. Here, I'll come back to that in a sec. Once I get her response. So the Frigibaxes, let's take a look at those. Yes, please judge. Average. A little bit bigger. I think I was doing this based off the ball type, actually. On this case, I don't think it really mattered. Okay, so this one actually is a male, which is what I was hoping for. I was curious if I'd have to like switch something out, but I think this should be the right order. Oh yeah, because some of these we did kind of do based off ball type. Okay. Okay, so Thingy. Bung in all caps. Cool. I can remove those. We got more Pico. This is Straw Nana. Not really what it looks like, but it's a cute name, so I'll let it slide. It's not like the colors, but Straw Nana's goofy. I have then Dean as Souffle. Or no, sorry. Yeah, Souffle. Right, I hope right. No, wait, I'm not. Hang on, I missed a letter. Dang you, awkward spellings. Nailed it. I really owned it. And then we had Crinkle for Pachirisu. Although, I was sort of debating switching Mochi for this one. Just because they're all food. And they're all kind of low one-stage electric types. I might actually do that. I don't think Bridget will mind. Because you picked out Mochi for the Pommy anyway. And that way they all kind of go together. Okay. Snow Run. So this was going to be Snow Run. Okay, let's test the big one is... Does it let me use the name Shart? Please let me use Shart. Let's go! Okay, we got Shart. That's the important one. Which then makes this one Lady Queef. I like how when I was gonna be the Hisuian Quillfish and Overquill, I was like, yeah, we can name it that, and now we're at a process. I'm like, why, Bridget, why? Okay, it doesn't actually let me do Queef. Interesting. How do people aim on controller? Probably just a lot of practice. Okay, hang on, I gotta send Bridget a message again about this. You're forced to play Scarlet Violet. Oh, I mean, Scarlet Violet on the controller is not that bad. There's not that much aiming you have to do. I mean, like FPS games I get, because I don't like doing that sort of thing, but the aiming itself is not, I don't find bad. What would you need to lock onto in this game? It doesn't, the way you catch is not the same as Legends Arceus. Yeah, I think you can, though. Yeah, you should actually be able to. But, it doesn't require the aim like Legends Arceus does, where Legends Arceus requires at least a little bit of aim. Right, you can walk up to the Pokemon. Yeah, yeah. Damn. Alright, give me 1 sec here. Ah. Ba-ba-ba. Okay, we'll get back to these guys in a sec, because I gotta figure out what she wants me to do with this, given Lady Queef is not a workable name. Okay. This is Bless Me. These are my girlfriend's Pokemon. She named them. Don't blame me when they're bad. That's a daycare town. Got like 37 something out of like 496 Pokemon. No, there's no shiny Lunalas here. I do not have shiny Lunala. It is a nice shiny though. Fresh Me is what? Once again, my girlfriend wanted me to call it. We're gonna ignore Petalil for the moment. We're gonna do the 2 Capsic Kid. I think I chose these colors based or the balls based off the colors of the shinies. Let me do a quick check on size. Or did I do it by size? I don't know. Let's see. Okay. I think we'll just stick to how it is here, color-wise, with the balls. So this is gonna be named Hit Show. And then this one's gonna be named Nutcheck, which I should allow. It may not allow Queef, but it should allow Nut. Anyway, I've never watched the Nutcheck, so I have no idea. It's pretty bad from what I know. Love your shiny Enamorus, it's so good for shining Spiritomb. Ooh, shiny Enamorus is pretty cool. I might flip these. Based off the Pokeball coloring. Hang on, let me look up Scoville and shiny again. Quick Ball actually works okay too. I'll flip them. Let me rename these. Try. Nah, it doesn't have the right vibe. I'm sure it would work, but it's not, you know, doesn't have the edge to it. Also, wait, did I still have anything with Queef in my just generic potential Pokemon name list? I did. Okay, well now I know I can get rid of those because they don't work. Cool. I messaged my girlfriend because it's her shinies that are shinies I caught for her, so we'll see what she says. Okay, those are those. I guess we could do some of my guys that we have figured out. It's gonna take a little bit of finding, I think, but... Okay, great start. Where's Fanfy? There's Fanfy. We're gonna name Wumbly, because we have Wimbly, the other Fanfy. There we go. Wumbly. We got Sleepy. This is gonna be Hyde. Wait, do I want to do Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde as opposed to just Jekyll? And I just realized that. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so the second one is Dr. Jekyll. Gives a little more flair to the name. Which is something you thought I would have considered by now, but apparently not. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Or I just prefer Jekyll and Hyde. Well, welcome back. Oh, okay, my girlfriend did get back to me. Okay, Gooby-Doo is the one. Try Fletch. Morpeko is an okay shiny. It's interesting. Morpeko's by far the closest thing to Pikachu. I feel like it's actually more on the further end, given its like typing and gimmick, where it switches back and forth between two forms. I mean, I feel like something like Pachirisu is a lot closer. I mean, I guess if you look at it like mouse to hamster, but as like pure animal design, like if you, well, the design, you have to consider its other form. That's like half the design of Morpeko. Yeah. What? What do you mean same thing as Pikachu? Pikachu doesn't transform. Emo okay. Okay, I want to go back to Burgess while I think on this real quick. Okay, so she prefers for this one Gooby-Doo. Oh. What is wrong with this? Someone help me. Oh my god, is it the word bed again? Son of a bitch! It's the word bed, isn't it? I've had this exact issue in Scarlet. Wait. No, but I swear, okay, because it wouldn't previously let me name a Pokemon Bed of Chaos, which was a Dark Souls boss. But Bed is fine. Then what is the issue? Is it... Wait, hang on. Is it Beto? Oh, it's some Spanish word, isn't it? Hang on. Sorry if I said a slur just now. What is it? What is it? Is it an insult? Oh, it's Arabic? And so if there's a space, that's why Bed of Chaos didn't work, because there was a space. That's not Spanish. Sorry. For some reason, it came across to me as Spanish. I guess I didn't consider Arabic. Well, because I know there's some things in different languages that have been banned. Like, I know, like, I think Puta's probably banned and stuff. But I don't know enough. Not everything. Well, I know. It was my assumption. I'm sorry. I admitted to being wrong. No, wait, that's not Arabic. What is this? Wait, okay, hang on. No. The Arabic thing was reference to looks like a story or like a group called Bedouin. Maybe it's a phrase. The Bedouin, or Bedu are historically nomadic. So it's not okay. So it's not Arabic. That was just something similar that came up. Okay, hang on. In some contexts, it was a Welsh diminutive meaning great lore or lore in French slang. Oh, it's a French thing. But okay, well, to be fair, I didn't have the accent, which I probably still would have confused, but that's okay. Just the language, the French language is awkward. Okay, hang on, I gotta message her. Okay, dumb problem alert. Womp womp. Back in the olden day, I failed to name a Pokemon Bed of Chaos. Hang on, I'm gonna get this. I'm sure that'll probably... Hang on. I didn't know why. I thought it was OF for OnlyFans, but OF worked. Now I find out neither Pommy option works. It was never bed or of. It was BED space O, or that word, which is apparently, sorry, this is the boringest thing, French slang for a joint or cigarette. Excuse me. Okay, I'll give that a shot. That's close enough. So this was a fun little experience. God, I love finding out every word that's banned by accident. I've gotten to multiple. I came up with Gooby-Doo, which is just getting very Scooby-Doo coded. This is, something. Okay, I'm gonna do Gooby-Doo. She gave me G-U-B-E-D-O-O. I'm not doing that. We're doing Scooby-Doo, but Gooby-Doo. If this is banned too, so help me. Okay. Gooby-Doo it is. That was something, alright. Well, the more you know. Anyway, where was I in life? Oh, okay, yeah, hang on. So, Frostlanche, instead of Lady Queef, she's running... She wanted me to try Flatulence. And then she had to clarify that was a fancy fart. I know what flatulence is. I'm 26. Okay, I spelled that wrong, shoot. Flat. Okay. Flatulence worked. That was the other one? Oh, and then just saying that she was fine with Pachirisu being changed to Mochi. Or Moki. Mochi? Mochi. What did I put it as? Mochi, okay. Mango's insane. Cool. Oh, and then that leaves Snorunt, which was just gonna be named Toot. I don't know why Shard is okay, but Queef isn't, but you know what? We'll run with it. Okay, and that just leaves the Petalil and Oddish line there. Yeah, I'll do Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. I think that's fine. We're gonna go to the Plusles, where here I have to be a little cautious because we have 3 of them. We'll see how this goes. Pint-sized powerhouse. Okay, Plusle, female. I'm doing the Legends Arceus buttons. This is gonna be Eenie? This is gonna be very out of order, but I don't care. Plusle, Serious Big One, the Sleepy, and a Friend Ball. Or in a... Wait. In a Fastball, sorry. This is gonna be Miney. Minun, Pint-sized powerhouse, female. Is Mini, and then Mine and pint-sized powerhouse, the peckish male is gonna be Mo. And the remaining one, the snow frolicker, is gonna be named... I kept going back and forth between Ketcha and Ketcha Tiger. Let's do Ketcha Tiger. Because all the other ones are so short that it's kind of funny. I guess I could technically do a space in there, but I think I like that more. Okay. I might just wait on Palmy for the moment. And Dean. Maybe even Frigibax. Okay, let's do Geodude. The regular. I like Pebble Guy or Pebble Dude more than. Let's do Pebble Guy. Okay, we got Pebble Guy. And then for Alolan Geodude, we're doing Grungy. I think we'll ignore the Snorunt line and the Petalil line for now, because I'm just not... I haven't really locked anything in. We got Hatena, which I'm going to name Eeps. We got... And then I think finally we're going to just do Capsakid, and then the other stuff we're just going to kind of let be for the time being, and that is going to be... Combust. Alright. Let's evolve generally what we can here. I'm gonna hold off. Well, I might make both of these Palmos. We're gonna hold off on Palmot because that's a hassle. Let's bring you. Oh wait, did I? Okay, well I must have messed this one up. This is supposed to be bless me, or was that also inappropriate? And I'll bring impression. Okay, we'll go fly off to the snowland. Where do I want to go? We'll kind of go to a couple different places. Get some scenery going. I don't know. You know, Shart's apparently fine. But yeah, no, Shart's fine, Queef isn't. You know, what can I say? I can do it right here, why not? Oh yeah, okay, wait. Let me make sure I'm doing the right one. Okay, yeah. Should be, so Bingy is you. Actually, let's do L's on Ridgebacks. I probably could just look up when they evolve, but whatever. Everyone shards, but nobody's... So true. You know, hey, what can we say? That's just the society we live in. It's just Biden's America, you know? What? Bingy is evolving? Oh. Yeah, initially I was pretty underwhelmed by the shiny line. I feel like it's grown on me a bit over time. Still not amazing, but the colors are more noticeable than I, expected. So. I'm just giving everyone semi-decent moves to the best of my ability. Okay, number 2. Bung is evolving. Okay. I'm curious to see how Excalibur looks as a shiny. Don't know what level that is, but that's okay. Also, hopefully the dog barking outside is not getting picked up on the mic. Having the time of its life, though. I assume you're around 50. Brunch? Probably 52. Maybe it's like 55. Nope, man, it was somewhere in there. Okay, Bung is evolving. Really, how do you look in this? Okay, yeah, Excalibur's a little underwhelming. I mean, it's noticeable on like the things on its hand because those changed drastically, but everything else is pretty similar. Like I think Arctibax is the most noticeable of the bunch. Yeah, I feel like they could have made it more of like a, I don't know, a cyan or like a sky blue maybe. I don't know. I feel like it needed to be a little bit different. It's like 50% of the way there, but it misses out on like being a standout shiny. So it is what it is, though. Let's go somewhere slightly else. Get a slightly different background. For Snow and Glalie. I'm guessing it's going to face that direction again. So Shark just needs 1 level up. I'll just do another L. What? Shard is evolving! Yeah, the shiny Snorunt's my favorite of the line by far. But really, honestly, I think it does the subtle decently enough. Look at this Shard. You know, we all need a little bit of a Shard in our lives. Okay, real quick, let's go find Dawnstone. I was like, which stone is it? I just heard a Frostlass noise. Flatulence is evolving! Woo! It's gonna become IBS. Oh, that's actually pretty noticeable. I feel like I'm so used to Shiny Frostlass being kind of subtle. Well, I mean, it definitely is. Is the purple color different? Might be slightly lighter, but the band is definitely noticeable. I mean, it's, you know, it's still on the weaker side of the shiny, but it's a little bit better than I was expecting. Maybe I gotta take a look at the other one just to compare. I think the purple might be a bit lighter. Not that that's, you know, crazy cool, but let me see real quick. Wrong button. I think it is a little bit lighter. No, maybe not. I think I'm high. That Avalugg is like, I don't want to be here. Okay, so it's mainly just the pink then. I mean, I know like the some of the very light blue is like slightly lighter, but yeah, it's just not that exciting. Bingy, I'm gonna need you to book it. Not my best lead. Okay. Let's go right over here for... I'm interested to see Beartick too. I feel like it's also on the slightly less exciting side, but we'll see. Okay. I love shiny Cubchoo. It's so cute. I just love Cubchoo in general. Beartick's definitely a bit more subtle. Although this one's actually somewhat noticeable. The body is it's enough of like a tint that it's noticeable. Plus, I do like the dark pink claws. I think they could have done a little bit more with it, but better than I was initially expecting. I think it's been improved slightly over the generations, the shiny. Because I think when it first came out, it was like barely noticeable at all. It's probably a lot less noticeable in the dark, but at least it's noticeable in the light. Yeah. What else can we evolve here? If much else. Nutcheck, and then I guess these two guys, and that's really it for now. And these are just gonna become Palmos. Okay. Let's go to the fields. Go somewhere around this way for Tommy and Capsicid. We're not gonna have that much time to shiny hunt today, unfortunately, but his life. His life. Maybe we'll be able to get a little bit at least. Okay, but you're very tiny, buddy. Could not see you. Okay, I just didn't see it. I definitely could have, but anyway. So the Pommies probably don't need to be evolved much. I'll just do an L. Hey, Pommy to Pomo. Look at you. Aw, Pommy's so cute. I wanna see Pomo. Oh, look at it. It's a silly shiny. I think they did a solid job on it. Arm thrust, why not? Very cute. Baby. Yeah, we'll get one more. Disgusting. How dare you? How could you? What did Pommy ever do to you? I'm sorry you don't like fun. Alright, there's those. I'm gonna turn around slightly here. Do Capsicid real quick. It's fire or grass fire? That makes sense. Okay, we got Nutcheck here. Gonna evolve into two nuts. Shiny Scovillain's honestly not that bad. I'm cool with it. We've seen it before. We caught one a ways back. Spicy Extract. That's intriguing. Flamethrower. Sure. May as well get you another stab move. It is hands that... What do you have against hands? What, do you also dislike Iron Hands and Hariyama? Put these in the box. We'll see what else I have that I should actively evolve. And then we'll do some transferring around. What if I, like, actively lock names in for? Okay, so you need to be evolved. Geodude does. We actually didn't lock in that many evolving Pokemon names, did we? For my guys, no, we didn't do that much, but that's okay. Oh yeah, we can nickname you. I did not do that. Or BBQ Rodeo. I'm really tempted to name it Rodeo, but I'm not gonna. Okay, we got you, and then what I'm confident to evolve is Wumbly and Grungy. You hear about Pokemon Champions being the new replacement for the main games in VGC? I didn't hear that, but I did see a bit on it, and I'm not surprised. So, was any more announced on it since the Pokemon Presents like a month ago? But yeah, no, they really should have done something like that a long time ago. I guess better late than never. Better late than never. And it still seems like it's probably going to be kind of flawed for... It's not going to be like full-on Pokemon Showdown from the looks of it, unfortunately, but better than nothing. First one is bringing back Mega Evo. Ooh, that's cool. That makes sense. So already ZA is definitely going to have more competitive relevance than Legends Arceus did. Well, it seems like ZA has more of a battle focus to it, so... Slam... I think it'll probably include Z moves and Terra and other shit rotating formats. That'd be interesting for sure. You know, Wumbly is evolving. Whoa! Little guy. Oh! Donphan's pretty nice, I'd say. I like the orange on it. I think it goes well. It's definitely better than the Phanpy shiny. I like Phanpy more than Donphan. I think Phanpy's adorable. But Donphan wins the shiny competition out of the two. Out of the two, best. You know, let's... We have not interacted with you yet. Oh! Okay, wait. Now I'm intrigued. That spin got me interested. I am probably too close. Aww! Got a big old smile! Here, Anky face. Oh! Oh! Whoa! How do you sleep? Okay, you just plop over. That's very cute. It just goes for the full spread. I want to see you roll around that. Oh, look at that. Oh, that looks really nice on the shiny. Okay, hang on. Let's get on the bike. Definitely not as fast as Iron Treads, but I mean that makes sense based off base speed stats. But it looks really cool when it spins. The orange goes really nice. I feel like we don't see Donphan spinning that much like this. It's kind of cool to see it like this. I'm so used to you never see that in like the 2D games. That's really nice. I like it. Ah, Cacnea! They showed some new kind of Mega Ring that is all the symbols for those mechanics of... Huh. Have they been showing new stuff off for that? Let's just do Graveler real quick. We can also interact with that. Go see where we want to evolve this guy at. Oh, that makes sense. That Worlds did stuff. Gotcha. Okay, I should probably look that up at some point after the stream. I am intrigued. Actually, that's like the perfect place to reveal stuff like that. Okay, we're gonna ignore the Graveler outbreak. Okay, around here looks pretty decent. We just need to level it up once. Actually, let's just use an XL. We have so many of them. We got a real orange guy. So you are like covered in Cheeto powder. Oh my god, you're even oranger. Jeez Louise. They went all out on the orange. I mean, at least it's a noticeable shiny. It's a little intense, but it's noticeable. Let's see. Kind of curious how you interact. Let's see it. Oh, there's like a little victory punch, so to speak. Like a fist raise. Like woohoo! How do you look angry? Whoa! Oh my god! It uses its other arms. But it really spreads them out. They actually work. Okay, that is a very goofy sleep. Even just like the falling asleep animation. This is really goofy. Wait. Just plop. A little shake off. I want to see how you move. Okay, you roll too. We had an orange Dawn fan rolling around. Now we got an orange Graveler rolling around. Eh. Very funny. Oh. I don't know. A Pokemon that rolls is always funny in my book. Okay. Let's sort a few things out real quick. I think we could do some quick, organization stuff. Oh wait, we do have a couple more, actually. I think we could do... Much like his friendship, right? I'm just gonna check this to be safe. Is it like day or morning or something only? Just high friendship, okay. We should do that, too. That's something we need to do, well as Squovit and Meditate. Fister. I mean, they really do be fisting. Hello, dearling, my precious. Okay, that was a great photo. So cute. It blinked. Let's go to Kitakami. How do we want to do this? Kitakami is a little bit laggier. Trying to find a... Timeless Woods is probably... We'll just do it somewhere around here. Alright, so high friendship. I have no clue how many berries this is going to take. We'll find out. Probably some amount. Ow. Don't you just hit it when you slam your bike forehead into somebody? Okay. Somewhere around here is probably fine. Like, is there anywhere that's... Okay. Well, A, a little less laggy, but B, not as grassy. But, yeah, much like it's tall enough. It should be... Okay. How many berries are we gonna have to use here? What do I have extra of? Helpsy's actually practical. Okay. Let's do like 50 of you. And then I'm just gonna kind of spread these out. Oh my god, what am I doing? That should be enough there, I would hope. Okay. What batter is evolving? Curious to see how shiny Snorlax looks in this. Yeah, it's definitely on the subtle side. I mean, it is noticeable. Definitely darker, but it is, not the flashiest of shinies. But hey, I can't complain. I like it still. It's goofy. Pull it out. I am curious how you interact. Am I gonna be... You know what? Little close for comfort, but we're gonna run with it. Aw, kind of cute. You look so happy. That's like a big hug. Okay, I was expecting like an angry face. I was thinking of like the anime when it gets like waking up and wants food and it's like, "Argh!" No, you just look happy still. Well, yeah, no, it definitely, it plops over. You can't even see the Z's. It's covered by its belly. Oh, the way it sits up is cute too. I want to see you run around. That's right, Snorlax is like weirdly fast in like all the animations. Like I keep thinking of it in New Snap where it just like barrels at you. Like it's not like fast, but it keeps up shockingly well. Like you can walk with this thing. You could go full sprint mode and it's like next to me. That's kind of crazy. I love how it has like the little bit of like belly physics. Oh, got the jiggle physics going on, you know? Just a goofy Pokemon. Okay, Squovit and Meditite. Squovit will go probably around here. We found our original shiny Squovit, which is our first shiny in this game. We got that, and then we got Meditite, and then some organization. I think we'll have enough time to do like one 30-minute sandwich worth of ground type shinies. So, better than nothing, I figure. If I want to do this. Somewhere on the path, probably. Here probably is fine. Yeah, she's an L. No counter. Look at you, you're so silly. Got the little red squirrel getting ready to become the big red squirrel. Yeah, you have a little more like a pinkish to it than the Squovit does. Not in a bad way, I think it looks really nice on it actually. I do like Greedent's shiny. It's pretty solid. I'll go for Covet, why not? Get like little ears that are orange. Interesting. I like it. It's definitely, yeah, it doesn't go crazy with the color change. Yeah, it doesn't go crazy with the color change, but I do like the colors. Like, I think it works. Aww, look at you. So, you're just so happy to be here. Asking for a big hug, it looks like. Oh, even bigger hug! Yeah, you do not look like you're angry in the slightest. Curl up. Aw, don't you just sit on your butt. Looking at this makes me go, yeah, this is just kind of like, what if Diggersby was kind of cute? I know this is a squirrel and Diggersby is a rabbit, but still. It looks like it's supposed to be moving so much faster, but then it moves so slow. I don't know, I like the way it runs around. That's kind of goofy, though. It really does just look like a really fat squirrel. Just a big old squirrel. Eating too many nuts. What do you think of that accusation? Yeah, you've eaten a lot of nuts. Yeah, I can tell. Hence the name Cashew. Why did I just get paranoid you were shiny? You're not. Anyway. Let's go back here. We'll do some quick box organization. And then we'll start shiny hunting a tad bit. An itty bitty bit. I don't know what Pokemon I want to prioritize. I guess we'll just see where the outbreaks are physically located and pick one based off that. Okay, so this is also going to turn into like a massive mess, I feel like. Did not do that correctly. I didn't evolve Medicham, hang on. One more. Yeah, screw it, we'll evolve it in the town. I'm not gonna do it over there, though. I've done enough in that little spot. Oh, here looks pretty cute. Why not? Shiny Medicham and Meditite are honestly pretty nice. I want to see the Medicham. I want to see the blue. Yep, that looks pretty nice. I think they did a solid job with these shinies. You know, it's everything you want from a shiny. It's a noticeable color difference. Stands out. Looks nice. The sound effect for Medicham is wild. I'm curious how you interact. Oh. How do you interact? I don't think that's what I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting. What do you do here? Okay, that feels pretty pretty logical. There's like a little balance. I like that. That's cool. How do you sleep? Okay, you go with like the slacking sleep almost. I like that. That's goofy. I don't know how I expected to sleep. Maybe a little more stoically, but I like it. I like it. How do you run around? Oh, you just got like a little hop to you. I picked the one place where it blends in. That's kind of cool. Nothing crazy. The spin is so weird. I don't know. I like it. It's just not what I expected. You really like spinning, huh? You don't get dizzy, do ya? I do like its little run, like the way it like it feels like it has to like lift its legs up a bunch. Probably because of like the weight of its legs, or like the bottom heavy almost, so it has to like really lift its legs. I don't know. That's at least how I'm viewing it. I don't know. I kind of like it. Okay. Now we can organize some stuff. Okay. I'm gonna save. Yeah, let's do a save real quick, just in case I fuck something up here. And then at some point, yeah, I gotta go through and clean up my spreadsheet as well, but I'll worry about that later. Maybe when stuff's loading. Okay. Cashew. Not sure where to go exactly. Berry and batter. Medicham. Yeah, floppy legs and wobbly knees. Dawn fan, we got Wumbly here. I don't think it's that late into the decks. I've definitely passed it. Okay, I don't think it's this early. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Wumbly and Wimbly. Oh, I just realized I named something Dancing Queen already. Huh. That was one of the Lilligan names I was considering. I'm gonna make a note. Okay, we'll see. I might have to go with something else. Let's switch in Komodo. Komo get punch. Double name. We got Hatena. That's main game, right? Oh no, actually it's DLC, isn't it? It's Itakami. Oh, there it is. I'll have to try to get those shinies at some point, because they are nice. I guess we do Mr. Hyde, because it's got the title. Where's more Pico? Yeah, it should be the DLC, right? Right? Pretty sure it is. There it is. Oh, we no longer have a need for Morp. We got Pebble Guy, the Geodude. Oh wait, I keep Kitakami again. What else? What else? I think we're gonna do Mo and Miney. Just because they're the ones calling the funny balls. Okay, it's nice that they go back to back in that way. That's about it. Yeah, there goes my Nemo, which is nice. Okay. I think that's at least most of them. We can do a little bit of sorting as needed if we catch something else. I'm gonna do one more save. We're gonna go through Pokemon Home. We're gonna transfer the non-shiny extras to my Violet save, and then we'll transfer the shinies that are nicknamed for Bridget to her box, for lack of a better way to put it. Okay. Oh wait, I think I did miss Capsicid. So that's okay. And yeah, I didn't get everything nicknamed, but this at least helps. You wish you could use Home, give me a Switch. Nah, sorry, I'm not made of money. I wish I was, but I'm not. Okay. Oh yeah, I've had a bit of a mess going on at home. Things are probably very unorganized right now. This is where Bridges are. Okay, so we can move Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Pochystronana Souffle. Toot, Chart, and Flatulence. Bless me, impress me. Ingy Bingy Bung. Show and Nutcheck. I guess I'll leave these as is for the time being. Okay, so that's all the bridges. Let me tweak this slightly, I think. Just to be more space efficient. Okay, and we'll just use this box. Okay, this is gonna take me a sec to figure everything. One moment here. Oh yeah, wait. Okay, this is gonna get a little awkward. Hang on. Because we can't view titles, because I think Sandwich is a special titled one. Okay. Hang on, let's wait 1 second here on these guys. I'm gonna have to go back into Scarlet. I gotta organize stuff a little bit here. And then yeah, I could put a little Graveler in its spot. Okay. Yeah, this has been such a mess. Thankfully, we only need 12 more Pokemon. And then I think it's another, like, 10 or 12 or something. In 2 weeks, or a week and a half or whatever, so. Oof. It's a struggle out here. Pity me. Okay. Okay. How do I want to do this? Actually, we have a little more space, so we can put Bridget's Oddish is over here. And then I'm also just gonna, for the moment, excuse me, move any titled mons that I can. They're probably gonna get moved again, but whatever. None of these are your fancy titled. Okay, I'm gonna switch you in real quick. Grungle and Grungy. Okay. Ah. Oh yeah, you can also get switched in. It'd be too late into the decks. Right? I think I already passed it. I did not. Okay. You, got you. Did I ever write down the balls for these? I didn't. Okay, we'll probably have to confirm those. I think this is the slightly smaller one. Oh yeah, actually I think, yeah, and then this is the extra other guy. Okay, hang on. Okay. And then for the moment, we have 7 more slots over there. This will just clear up a little bit of room. We're gonna have to definitely come up with some nicknames before the next set comes out, because we can't let all these guys sit around. But that's okay. This should be a little bit bigger. Okay, actually, hang on. Okay, let me quickly get these balls written down too. Friend ball. Heal ball, just so I know. For future me. Net ball. And then for the snow runs. Quick ball. Stop falling, please. Thank you. Premier ball. And then this should be the sleepy one. Just dive ball. Okay. I think that's all that really mattered in that way. Okay. And that way. Oh wait, and then so this pedal is Premier ball. And this snow run is a quick ball as well, which makes it a little awkward, but... Is this... So male? Are they both male? There, okay. 68. Quick ball. Oh, 68. And then quick ball, level 65. There we go, that's the way to identify them. Let me double check those two. Okay. We're so close to actually doing a shiny hunt. This should be a little bit bigger, right? Yep. And then this one should be a little bit smaller. Cool, perfect. Okay. I think we are good. We have the Pokemon we need to transfer over. It's not like a lot to transfer over to Violet, but given how tight space is, every bit does count. So. Yeah, and then I'll kind of just work on these names a little bit. We'll figure something out. With the names I have questions about. Some I'm closer to cracking than others, I feel like, so to speak. There's a few that I'm like, I have no clue what I want to do. Hopefully... I don't know about next time I play in a couple days, but hopefully by the next shiny update thing, we'll be there. Oh, I should also claim the Wo-Chien before I forget to. Oh, it's exactly 12. Okay, that's exactly how many more we're getting, so that works. Also, I'm gonna quickly switch these around. In the worst way, apparently. To make organization there easier. Okay. Transfer these over to Violet, and then we'll actually be ready to get Wo-Chien and then Shiny Hunt. We might get Grass Terra Shards when we claim the Wo-Chien. So I'm like, I guess I could sell some that I have, but money is just such a non-issue that it doesn't even feel worth the effort. Hopefully sometime before Legends ZA comes out, I'll be able to transfer all the legendaries I need to over. Maybe at some point off stream I should try to claim the legendaries on my Violet save. I have to get it from the library to get in the game, but That way I can get the extra shinies to give to Bridget if down the line, hopefully. We'll see. Anyway. Cool. That at least gives us some space, some wiggle room. We'll get a little more wiggle room whenever I clear a few more of these out. Okay, why does chat keep, like... Twitch chat's like, ah, yes, you want me to scroll to the very top of the chat for no apparent reason? Like, what? No? And the game, and Twitch is like, yes, you do. Makes me think a new message popped up, but nope, it's Twitch being mean to me. I'm gonna throw a temper tantrum and cry. Wah. Wah. Come on, this is somebody's fetish, I'm sure. Okay, this is where we want the Pokemon to go. Those are the extra title ones. And then we have space for just enough for shinies to put for Bridget's there whenever we get them. Cool. Perfect. Lovely. Pokeportal. Let's get Wo-Chien, which is also going to take up a space. Not that that matters that much. Is it? I'm actually not sure how we claim this one. It's one of these options. Okay, so the shiny Wo-Chien. Okay, so there is like a specific thing for the Gresh Terra Shards. Okay, I have no clue how I'm gonna name these guys or what I'm gonna do with the shiny ones of these. I mean, I might consider doing the Star Wars naming planet scheme for them, but I'm not confident. I'll go back. I guess I'll just leave the Grass Terra Shards for the moment. Because I don't even, well, I don't know how many there are. I think it's like 240 or something. Okay, went over here, cool. Okay, so it's in a Cherish Ball. Interesting. Level 75. Good IVs, good nature. That's really cool. Let's see, hang on. We want to take a look at it? Let's take a look at it. We'll pick something a little better. Or, let's hold off on it for now. Let's save it for when we get other stuff, just because we're low on time. I guess I should throw Wo-Chien on the list of shinies to name. Or maybe for the time being we just move it by these guys. I don't know. Okay, we'll leave it here. It's fine. I'm presuming we can nickname it once. I guess I should double check that. Oh, I'm actually not allowed to nickname it. Oh, interesting. Okay. I guess that makes that part of my life easier. And then I was gonna say, yeah, we have the, what's wrong with this? The other Rune guys that we have, this was before we were doing the Star Wars name theming. Because I was like, do I do that or do I do something different? Because it's the same with, like, the shiny Meloetta. Although I did find out you can actually catch the Meloetta, which we gotta do that at some point. Hello, still here. Which, did I mark off that Meloetta is actually obtainable? I don't think I did. Wait, hang on. Yeah, we'll go for that at some point. I also gotta pick a name for it. But that's fine. Okay. But that makes that at least. Then I probably will just put the shinies in there. And I don't even have to worry about the name thing. Okay, let's see what the Terra raids are. We should have... Yeah, we're not gonna have time for a Ting-Lu raid today, but that's okay. I think we're just gonna try to find a good one for one of these Pokemon. None of the Wooper ones look particularly great. You know, they're just the Mudbray one. Actually, no, this one for Mudbray is probably decent. Nothing like crazy good here. It's probably too late. Let me take a look at the Mudbray real quick. I need to vibe check the in and out bit. And we'll just see how this goes. We did this like exact spot for Pachirisu. Oh god, yeah, they run a lot faster than Pachirisu. Oh yeah, we do get the problematic guys. I'm like, theoretically this should be good. I like their noise, it's silly. In actuality, this might not be great. Yeah, there's too many other random things spawning. I think we just reset. I'm going back here though, so it's not laggy. I don't have too long. I gotta kind of. I think I'm just gonna buy the sandwich before, as I start to knock things out. To be honest. Yeah, I think so. Because I don't have a ton of time. But actually, we'll have to check if that's the cave. If it's not the cave, that's a really good spot. If it is the cave, then it's not a good spot. Okay, the Mudbray spots there probably work fine too. Oh my gosh, that Drillbur spot's probably fine. Let me take a look at this Wooper. We gotta see what we're in for. Excuse me. Whew. I think this is under the cave. Yeah. That Mudbray looks very promising for picnic resets. Which then gives us a moment to chill and, I don't know, maybe look at the nicknames a little bit more. True. That was the wrong place, but I also need to adjust this anyway. Let's see. Let's see how good this is. I think I gotta move right more. Yeah, there's a lot spawning over there. I'm probably just gonna have to go for something. Is there like a perfect center, or is this not happening this way? Not that this is abysmal, it's just not perfect. I mean, this is pretty decent. But just getting the right lining. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Okay, let's just do this one. Go buy the thing first. Well, before I get to anywhere, is Mudbray have the ability to hit itself? Like takedown or some shit? I wouldn't be surprised. Superpower, Mega Kick, Earthquake, Heavy Slam. Nope. That's the wrong place. Okay. I would like to go to the cafeteria. Ah! Whew. Get everything prepped as ideally as we can. We're gonna go count to 60. Yeah, so with all three of these shinies, the Wooper, the Drillbur, and the Mudbray, I don't think I'm gonna worry about doing any fancy sizes for them or anything. None of them scream like... I mean, I guess Mudsdale is big, could be kind of nice, and Wooper is small, but I'm not that worried about it, so... I'm just gonna let it be, I think. Yeah! Oh my gosh! The odds! I still got another half hour of the stream, Body. You can't go to bed yet. I have some horses to catch. I guess I could do another nickname run through while we're doing the picnic resetting, but anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 5, 6, 37, 38. 39. 40. 41. 42. 43. 44. 45. We're almost there. 46. 47. 48. 49. 50. 51. 52. 54. 55. 56. 7. We'll do a flush and safe. 8. 59. 60. 5 more. 61. 2. 63. 64. And 64. Perfect. Okay. Do a save. Not that I really need to save here, but actually saving there was actually probably a bad idea. I could just waste 150 BP, but whatever. Slightly that way. I'm pretty sure Shiny Mudbray I'll be noticeable. It's not like crazy flashy, but it is significantly brighter. At least I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, there's the problem with them going behind that little rock. Thankfully they move around a decent bit. I'm just gonna kind of get into a flow here, and then we can see about looking at a few of these nicknames that I'm still sort of grappling with. Seems like there's a teensy bit of Pokemon that are not Mudbray that spawn, but it's like 13 of them out of the 15 possible spawns. I'm more than happy. See. Yeah, this is a good spot. I mean, the rock pillar's a little annoying, but what are the odds one spawns back there? 1 in 15? No. Give or take. The longer I always go without finding a shiny, the more paranoid I get that I'm not going to be able to notice the shiny, even though this one should be definitely noticeable. Said the man who didn't realize it was going to be hard to notice. Yeah, honestly, all of the 6 of the shinies in this event, or in this like section of the event, were ones that I would intend or have intended, would have liked to have gone for at some point. So I'm quite happy to get them. That's a better way to put it. Not getting very lucky right now. And we still got 20 minutes of the sandwich. I'm paranoid about behind that rock, but it's not worth checking every time. That just loses efficiency. I could also technically start coming up with shiny nicknames now. Even without the shinies. Although I think I'd rather wait just in case they get titles or whatever. We'll see. Yeah, it's nice that we got the Wo-Chien shiny. That's really cool. And yeah, I'm pretty sure we needed to get like 1 million raids as the quote-unquote community, I guess. And I'm pretty sure we had like 6 million. So I highly doubt we're not going to get all 4 of them. I mean, I alone beat up like 15 Qianpaos. Which is basically 1 million. So, you're welcome. Don't worry, they'll show up sooner or later. Hopefully. They're like orange, the shinies. That's not shiny, is it? No. Sorry, the lighting from a distance make them look vaguely shiny. Or not that they don't look they look a little bit brighter. And given we haven't found any, I'm getting mildly paranoid. I was pretty sure that wasn't shiny, but I had to be safe. Given we haven't found any yet. Am I in the right spot? I guess we'll just adjust if need be, based off what spawns. A little bit this way. A little bit closer to the wall. Okay. Like, I should be using this to go through nicknames more. Although I think I'm at a point where I'm a little burnt out for the day, because I spent a decent bit of time today going through them. I spent a little bit over the past week doing it, but not as much as I needed to. So I had to kind of cram a bit. And unfortunately, I fold under pressure. Under time, like, strict time constraints. I'm really bad at that. Some people become more productive in that kind of scenario. I think a lot of times that's how my girlfriend works. That is not how I work. I crumple like paper under pressure. And the pressure of finding one of these shinies before the stream ends, not even one, like 4 of them. It's starting to get to me a little. I mean, hey, we can't all have goated luck. Maybe the shinies are just shy. This would probably be a bad time to find one, wouldn't it? Okay, good. The game saved me a clip. That was cringe. We almost had a cringe clip. Cringe clip alert. Can't have that. That'd be awful. Oh, hey! at you! You're very orange. Okay, you are very noticeable. Tiny! Ooh, I'll take it! Look at you! Oh, you're so goofy. Definitely one of those mons that has very much grown on me over time. Stamina shouldn't matter here. Look at the baby. Yeah, if we get a big one, that'd be pretty nice too. I haven't really thought about what to catch this in. I might just do regular Pokeballs. Okay, that's mildly scary. Not gonna lie. May have to pull out a healing item or two. That spells kind of work. Luxury balls kind of work. Let's do a luxury ball. Let me also look up Mudsdale's shiny. It should be basically like the same color palette, but I kind of want to just confirm. Yeah, very similar. The luxury ball's not terrible. The nest ball isn't great. I guess it's not bad. Yeah, like what is normally black on the Mudsdale isn't even really black in the shiny form too, which makes the luxury ball a little bit less effective, but oh well. What the fuck? What do you mean? Anyway. Okay, we got one of them. This wasn't a total bust. Now, ideally we get 3 more. If not, so be it. But yeah, that was noticeable. So, I'm not really too worried about it. That calmed the nerves a bit. I'm a little too far over. Something felt a little off with my positioning. And I'll just adjust slightly each time so we get a good spot. Not a bad spot if we're getting two out passes, nose passes. Which yeah, we've gotten our fair share of random shiny nose passes, so who knows, maybe we'll get another one. I mean, not a nose pass, but a shiny nonetheless. So, you know, nose pass is yellow, Mudbray's orange, basically the same color. That was a really bad impersonation, but I just like the noise. I wanna, you know, I wanna show it that I like its noise by imitating it, I guess. Yeah, screw it. Let's try a nest ball. Maybe we do 2 nest balls, 2 luxury balls. I'm trying to do something that kind of matches. Let's see. With orange shinies, you can only do so much. Thankfully, I think Drillbur and Excadrill shouldn't be too bad. I could probably just use heal balls. And then Hooper and Clodsire. I don't know, I go dive ball or net ball or something. That'll be close enough, probably. Okay, 2 down, 2 to go. I think we have about 15 minutes in the sandwich. Maybe 10. I think it's pretty feasible to get all 4 here. If we do get all 4 and have a little bit of time, I'll probably just go auto battle some guys, see if I get lucky in finding like one more shiny of a different Pokemon. You know, anything to give extra wiggle room for next time we play, which I'm guessing will be Saturday. I think Bridget and I are gonna try to, my girlfriend and I, 2 days on, 1 day off of Radical Red, just to make sure we have enough time to actually hopefully beat the main game before ZA comes out. I do also want to take a couple weeks break before I play ZA. And I want to play it. I'm probably not going to play it on launch, but within like a week or two. I give it a little bit just for any major, crashing issues or whatever to get worked out. At least hopefully. Ideally. Because yeah, unfortunately, nowadays games release in a often broken state. And normally I do not pre-order, but they had a free plush. Okay? I had a free plush in my pre-order. Also, I knew I was gonna buy it anyway, so the plush made it worth it. If you're gonna encourage a pre-order, you may as well make it worth it. And giving me a plush is enough for me to feel like it's worth it. Because I like plushes. And I like Pokemon. Which, yeah, I guess pre-ordering it after the Scarlet and Violet launch being really bad, not the brightest play. But, oh well. Oh shit, I do what I want. I want to waste my money, I'm gonna do it, damn it. I want the Cyndaquil Totodile or Chikorita plush. It's not Cyndaquil, it's Tepig. I tricked ya. You thought I didn't know the starters, but I do. I know the starters. The game's not out, but I know the starters. But I've leaked it. What 2.5 hours of a stream looks like. Just me rambling. To be fair, yeah, I mean, what else am I supposed to do well? Picnic, hunt, resetting, or just shiny hunting in general, other than ramble? I mean, I gotta have something to talk about. Yeah, as Namani said earlier in chat too, it seems like there's a trailer for Pokemon Champions. I'm excited to take a look at that and see what that entails. I think they also said that it was going to be on mobile, which is interesting, and then it connects through Pokemon Home, which I'm okay with. Like, everything in my Pokemon Home account is, like, random traded shit from other people. But, I mean, I have a million Pokemon. I could always just catch stuff, too. Because it depends how their, like, weird point system thing works with, like, EVs and stuff. And move pools and all that, or if it'll be better just to, train it whatever I can in Scarlet and Violet or Sword and Shield or whatever. I'm also gonna, I presume all the Pokemon will be available in the game. I mean, I guess there's some that are currently not possible on the Switch, although most of them, I think, have been announced for ZA, or have, like, been seen in trailers. Pat Rat was in one, Furfur was in one, at least one of the Pan Monkeys was in one. I forget if there's any more. That might actually be all the ones that we're still missing. I mean, I know Spinda can't actually be transferred to Home from Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl because of a weird programming error that they never fixed, which a little annoying. Some people put it on the list, like, why BDSP are the worst Pokemon games? Number 1, you can't transfer Spinda to Pokemon Home. And it's like, really? I mean, I guess if Spinda's your favorite Pokemon, it kind of sucks, but I don't think, like, there's, like, an overwhelming love from the community for Spinda. It's not, Charizard or Greninja or Pikachu or whatever. Mudbray! Mudbray is also not Pikachu, but I like it. Up top, gamers. Wait. I don't know, I like its noise. I can't help it. It's funny. It's funny. I don't know why I Thunder Waved. It's a ground type. I do like it shiny. It's simple, but it works well. Yeah, we're gonna be cutting it a little close for if we get all of them. But I can dream. I'm also, like, paranoid that a Bombardier is gonna be shiny or something, and I'm not gonna notice. it's definitely not shiny. Let's catch this in the nest ball as well, I guess. Ball. Good job, Hunk! King Hunk. Ah! Oh my. No, don't cry, baby! We got one more chance for a big one, ideally. If we don't get it, we don't get it. Which I realize now, I think I caught the small one in a luxury ball. As opposed to a nest ball, but... Bridget might be getting 2 nest balls, and I might be getting 2 luxury balls. I mean, I guess if I don't find any more shinies, then I could catch that in a different ball, but whatever. I think I want my Mudsdale on a luxury ball, but I also want the small one to remain the Mudbray. A true dilemma of the ages. Yeah, Bridget might just be getting 2 nest balls. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh, that was quick from the last one. Big? Big! Real quick, wait, I gotta get a heal. We were so low on HP. Big! I was a little late on that one. Let's go. We got a big and a small one. That's pretty nice. I will gladly take that. Another. Thank God I healed. Because that superpower was about to take my ass out. Alright. I'll swipe. Just checking on the off chance another one showed up. Okay. Hit you in a luxury ball. Whee! Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, that's all the Mudrays. Half hour, a little bit less than a half hour, not bad at all. I will gladly take that. Minutes. Okay. Okay, let's go quickly see if we get a lucky, like, Drover. Is there any of them that are, like, super close? Yeah. We're just gonna auto-battle a little bit and see if we get lucky. Actually, should we just run back and forth and see if we get lucky? Probably. It's literally only a couple minutes, so... Just gonna see if I can get any luck. I do like Shiny Dribbler and Excadrill. It's definitely my favorite of the bunch here. They're a little small. Makes grassy spots not great for the shinies. I'm not sure how different the body is. Like, I know the stripe I think should turn like a faded pink kind of look. I'm not sure if like the body gets lighter. I think it does change color. I hope it changes color. Yeah, silly drill for noise. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Like, I don't have like a perfect image in my head of what I'm looking for. Given we're only here for a couple minutes, I'm not gonna worry about it, but good to be aware of. Just checking. I mean, I really can't complain. We had pretty good Mudbray luck. We did have a good spot, thankfully. I think Kitakami's probably the easiest to get a good spot in hindsight. Well, I mean, I think Paldea is the hardest to get a good spot in, to be honest. Because there's just a lot of areas that are not super viable. Well, like, pretty much anywhere in the savannah is usually decent, or at least most places. And like half of Kitakami is good. I mean, I was just meaning it like in terms of like picnic reset spots, which I think are the most optimal way for outbreaks usually, given you're kind of confined. I mean, Blueberry has some decent spots because it's walled off around the edges, but yeah, Kitakami just has some narrow spots. You know, we use that for like Snow Run Shiny and for Petalil Shiny and all that. I mean, thankfully, yeah, the most we need is 4 for each shiny. We need 4 for the remaining shinies, which is not unbearable to do the running back and forth method for. I mean, for Paldea, we're probably gonna have to do that. I keep like paranoidly looking at Sawsbuck. You never know, they're sneaky. So yeah, that entire time period I didn't actually once look at nicknames, but that's okay. I think I should just take a full mental break from that for a day or two. Hopefully I'll have at least a couple of them worked out for the next stream. Anything to make just like a tiny bit more space. Things over. I'm curious what Shiny Drillbur looks like. I will look that up in just a sec. But yeah, I know Paldean Wooper is more of a blue. Like I know what that one looks like. Is Drillbur notice? Is it just? There's got to be a little bit of a body color change, right? I don't know. Yeah, so it's the pink. I mean, there's a decent bit of pink on it, but it's the pink. It changes. The pink nose becomes blue, and the blue stripes become pink, basically. Which is kind of a funny little change. I guess I never put that together. Different shades for at least the nose, but I think it should be fairly noticeable. Ideally, we don't do it in the grass, just purely because it'll be a little hard to spot because they're pretty short. I mean, worst case too, we could do it for large ones. But whatever. Do I want to do anything with these guys right now, or should I just? Yeah, let's just quickly figure this out. Okay. I may as well throw these guys on here and get them organized. Mudbray. Good sight, smaller. And then, yeah, Mudbray, good, sight bigger. And then the other two I'm assuming are kind of just average, but we'll check. And this way I can brainstorm a teensy bit of naming for these guys. A little bit bigger. Yeah, I'm like, even if I don't come up with anything amazing for these, at least it gives me a chance to brainstorm a tiny bit. So for these guys, we will do boom, and boom. Okay, Mudbray, good sight smaller, level 62. Female, just so I can keep track of which ones are which a little bit easier. And then Mudbray, level 64, male. We do one more check just to be 100% certain, and then we'll call for the night. I don't know if I'll brainstorm any names for these guys. I'm going to prioritize the other mons that we've caught for a while. just to get those done with. But if I think of anything off the top of my head, I'll do something with them. And I'm sure at some point we'll have the chance to name them either with doing some Tinglu raids, or more likely whenever we probably farm Chi-Yu raids, because we'll probably farm those a bit as well. Like how we did with Qianpao, just because it's a more fragile. It's not, maybe not fragile, but it should be pretty consistent to beat, so. But, yeah, okay. We gotta wrap up here, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll be streaming again tomorrow, as always. Hope to see you guys then. Thanks for watching, and goodbye!